Hey everyone, happy Thursday. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal week, a phenomenal day. It's such a beautiful day here in Miami. I am so excited to be working today. I had a really a special request from Instagram from somebody who's been supporting me through my social medias and just like through my YouTube channel. So I want to say thank you to all of my followers for showing me love. I try to be as transparent as possible, as honest as possible. And I haven't done a video in some time because I've just been so overwhelmed with work, my business, the house, everything. So yeah, I wanted to address some questions that were asked. Number one, how do you find your path? I think you have to really go out there, discover who you are, what makes you happy. And I think you have to try like different career moves to see what mostly fits you. Like for me, it's always been about real estate. It's always been about sales. You know, growing up in a family where everyone was an entrepreneur, everyone loved the whole sales process, the whole sale game. You know, I saw my family had 2, 3 jobs at once, and you know, while trying to build a business on the side, and always with the end goal in mind of investing. It's very huge in my family. It took me a while to get my license because I was a little terrified. I got my master's in international business and sales, and I was a little comfortable with corporate America, but I shortly realized that that's just not me, and it was just time to go full throttle and make it happen, live the dream and the life that I've always wanted to live. So here I am. It wasn't that easy for me. I definitely had to go through a lot of trial and error. You know, I just did so many businesses. I worked at so many little side jobs. I've had great opportunities. And so, you know, it wasn't for me. And I did get judged by it. Everyone would say, you're doing too many things. You're like jumping around. And yet, you know, people didn't really understand what was going on behind the scenes. So it doesn't really matter what people say. Try things out until you figure out what works best for you. And you will know what makes you happy. Because the minute that you lose track of time and you no longer feel frustrated waking up to go to work and provide a service to the world, then you know you're in the right field. You know you're doing the right thing. And just remember, every single day you're selling yourself. So it's not, you know, it's not something out of the other world. Like people always get frightened, but that you're selling yourself every day. So that's how I figured out that, you know, that something that I want to do for the rest of my life, and obviously grow within different fields within real estate. That's number one. Number two, my skincare routine. So I basically I wash my face with cold water every single morning, every single night. I use only organic, plant-based products on my face, like to take off makeup sometimes. I'm not really crazy on wearing makeup every single day. Like I just put like a little bit of blush, some lipstick, shade my brows a little bit, shade in my brows, and that's about it. Like I'm not too crazy during the week with makeup, so I try to stay as natural as possible. My every other night routine is my aloe vera. Years, and a lot of you have heard me continuously say this because it's the truth. I also do a lot of once a week I use Indian clay, which you can purchase at Whole Foods, and I mix that with a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and I just leave it on my face for a good 15-20 minutes as a mask. And so that really cleans out my pores, and you know, I've definitely seen like a drastic change in my skin and the glow and the health. I also try to consume a lot of green juices that I personally make at the house, or sometimes when I'm on the go I purchase. That's very big for me because everything starts inside. And now you know, this is not something that it's like a trend now that's going on. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I actually got the habit 8 years ago when I started visiting my mom in Colombia. So it's just stuck to me. And also I try to use free, alcohol free, like everything you can possibly imagine. Like even as a moisturizer for my face, I only use coconut oil or like vitamin C oils. Like I'm very natural. You know, a lot of people have told me like, how do I do it? And even sometimes like I'll wake up and I have like dark circles under my eye because I have so much allergies. So my natural skin my skin is like that. Like you see, I have always like dark circles, and so I can never really get rid of it. But I try my best to do like a lot of cucumber, you know, vitamin E, vitamin C. It's what I eat during the week. I try to stick to that. Like I obviously have weeks where I fall off, but for the most part, I try to be very, very 100% with my routine. And I think it's something everyone should be doing for the rest of their lives. Just like with Vaseline, I use that for my hands, for like, you know, to put it on my body. If not, almond oil, I put sometimes on my face, like near my eyes, for wrinkles. And so I've been doing that for quite some time. And thanks to the Lord, I feel like every once in a while, of course, you're gonna go to a spa and get your facial and your laser treatments and all that stuff is just extra. But what's worked for me, believe it or not, has been all natural. So yeah. And so, you know, another question that was being asked was, how does a woman more so find the energy to, you know, deal with the husband, deal with the kids, run a business, wake up in the morning, work out, you know, do the whole thing? And honestly, I think everything starts with you. I think you have to find happiness, balance, and faith within you to understand that even if, you know, you have to wake up early because the kids have to get to school or whatever it is, like take 1 hour of your day for you. Like you have to love you, because time's gonna go by, life's gonna go by, your kids are gonna grow, they're gonna do their life, and then you're just gonna be the one that passed 18, 19 years stressed out, not taking care of your body, not taking care of your mind, your soul. And so I personally don't have kids yet, so I know what it is though, because I do have several nieces and nephews, and you know, I think it's extremely important to just wake up an extra hour earlier, even if it's to go to the gym, to take time doing your makeup, your hair, like whatever it is that's gonna make you feel better. And I try to put a routine, you know, like try to teach everyone in your household that by 9 or 10, everyone has to be in bed, everyone has responsibilities, everyone needs to help out, because you are only one person. It's all about time management, multitasking, and just putting things in priority. That's, you know, that's as far as I can go with that, because I personally don't have all those responsibilities on my belt yet. I do have family who are very needy, nieces, nephews, my home, my business, which takes a lot of my time. But you know, I really have close friends and family who definitely go through that same situation, and they just try to maintain themselves very healthy, and they've tried to make a major life change by either waking up an hour earlier or going to sleep an hour earlier, or just time managing. You have to write things down, you have to try to stick to a schedule, you know, you have to make yourself also important at some point. Like your kids are always number one, but you have to also take care of yourself, because if you're not emotionally, mentally, or physically available, like it's just never, it's gonna be a disaster. So that's my advice, and I hope you guys love my video. Remember, these are not edited. I do these from my car whenever I have a chance, and so I will be posting more this weekend. Thank you guys so much for always tuning in, and God bless you.